everyone, and this is FantasyEsque, and welcome back to the Sims 4 Vampire Amazon Royal Saga with the Salazar Coven. We are picking up with our Royal Alchemist, Lady Sofia Valenka, after she has just conceived her very first child. I'm excited. I know for a fact you guys are excited because she is well into her breeding age. It has been a few episodes since she had her birthday, so she's been ready in her adult lifespan to finally have a baby, but suddenly we got sucked into this war and then we had a bunch of birthdays, so we haven't really had time, between the kidnapping and capturing of visitant warlocks and princesses aging up. We haven't had time to get her pregnant. But finally, we got around to doing some interbreeding. I know a bunch of us have been quite fascinated with these horned foreigners called the visitants, both the vampires and now this warlock that has come into the picture. And we've been wanting some horned babies. So this child that she's having, now obviously Ethel is not a vampire, he is a visitant warlock, but he has those horns. So Sophia's babies are going to be inheriting these horns, which is actually quite exciting. So I cannot wait for this little one to join us. I mean, if it's a daughter, that would be awesome because we haven't seen any horned females just yet. So there is that. Now, in terms of the horned vampires, like Prince Voldemort and his guards, I know a ton of you wanted me to go ahead and like breed them in with the vampiresses, and I think I mentioned at one point that I would totally be for breeding them into the vampiric population at some point, but not in this generation. Because, as I've made clear several times, we have already bred all of the ladies that we need to breed. We've already had all the babies, like the vampire babies that we need in this generation. I am not looking to procreate anymore. But the alchemist is a different matter. The spellcasters, we are always looking to procreate. So, yeah. Lady Sophia, she is kind of the answer to all of our hopes and dreams right now. So she is in her first trimester. Funnily enough, it took her, I think, 2 tries before she got pregnant. She failed to conceive the first time, and then the second time, it was all good. She was eating for 2. So that's all fine and well. Now, she obviously went to the queen and told the queen that yada yada, breeding age, I need to go ahead, have this child, have to secure my bloodline, especially because we're engaged in a war. And the queen agreed. The queen's been thinking of stuff on her own, and everyone is quite fascinated with Ethel Tilke. And so the queen figured, you know what? Why don't we interbreed this horned visitant, this magical visitant, with our alchemist? So it's going to be exciting to see whether or not the baby has his skin tone. The baby will definitely have his, I think I said eyes and hair. So the baby, will come out with his eyes and hair, unless it is a boy. If it's a boy, then I always leave that kind of chance for just random genes. But if it is a girl, it will definitely have his eyes and hair, and I suppose we'll just have to see what kind of other features it inherits from him, whether it gets like the skin color, and then of course it'll definitely be horned whether or not it is a boy or girl. So yeah, we've got that going on. Very, very exciting stuff. And Sophia told Ethel, I will help you gain your freedom if you assist me in conceiving a child. And well, Ethel agreed to that, obviously, because she's knocked up at this point. But he is still in his prison cell. Oh my goodness. Get back in here. Get back in here. I swear this is supposed to be locked. Okay. Don't mind us as he escapes. Flippin' hell. No. You're gonna march right back to your quarters. Young man. Right back. Okay, so he's gonna go back to his cell. Which is fine, because right now there is no way he is going to make it out of here. And what exactly did Sophia mean when she said that she would help him gain his freedom? Well, Sophia is not exactly planning on betraying anyone. She and the queen have spoken with each other, and the two of them have decided that it would be the most appropriate to prevent any bloodshed or further loss, to make an offer to Prince Voldemort. I mean, they don't even know that there is a warlock of theirs currently imprisoned by the Salazar coven. They the prince doesn't know that. So the queen is thinking that they should go to the prince or send a message to the prince offering to exchange the warlock's life with the 2 Runner-in soldiers in their possession. So she's gonna essentially say, I'll give you the warlock, you give me my 2 soldiers back. So she's wanting to do a prisoner swap over there, returning each other's lost men. So that is the goal. Now the reason why they haven't done it yet and Ethel is still in his cell is because, remember that plan that Sophia had with the potion that they wanted to put in the water to deliriate everyone and, you know, jump in and grab the Runaway boys? Well, obviously, now that they have this Warlock prisoner, they don't have to, you know, dive in and, like, they don't have to infiltrate and try and get the boys out anymore. That hopefully will be dealt with in this deal they're about to make with Prince Voldemort. But that doesn't mean they don't want to still throw in a potion into the pool where the visitants reside, and that they don't want to deliriate the visitant vampires. So Sophia is currently working on that potion still. She needs to do some adjustments. She needs to make some adjustments to that potion. But the plan is that they are going to convince Ethel to help them. I mean, that is the way he's going to get his freedom, right? We will give you over. We will return you to your people, to the visitants, as long as, upon your freedom, you go ahead and put this potion into the waters of the pool. So that is kind of the price of his freedom. He has to go put that potion. Now it works out for them because they don't have to risk any of their own people to go and do that. And also, because Ethel is from the visitant's side, they won't really suspect him. But that is what everyone is thinking in this camp right now. So yeah, that's what we have going on. And she needs to figure out some other details for this potion, but that's what the goal is. That's what she wants to do. She wants to go ahead and create this potion for Ethel to slip into the waters there so they can still weaken the vampires. Obviously, they're not going to make a deal that puts them on the losing end of things, especially because they have no clue what Ethel could accomplish when he's reunited with the visitant vampires. Obviously, he's been locked up here, and there's a bunch of magical enchantments and such to keep him from practicing his magic. But once he's free, there's no telling what he can do because, you know, they're not really familiar with the type of powers that the visitant spellcasters possess. So they don't exactly want to give them an unfair advantage. So in this way, they're being smarter about how they're getting their men back, but at the same time, they want to ensure that somehow the visitants do get a little bit weaker, like they do get a kick out of this whole thing. So that aside, actually, we do have this. Oh, geez. And actually, hold on a second. Oh, geez. Objects on. I have this little something here. Oh, come on. Right. Lovely. Okay. So we have this portrait right over here of Oriana, hero of the Empire the First. So there we go. Look at that. So we have this portrait of her put up in the castle, in the training room, to remind everyone that, you know, she is the hero of the Empire, our first hero of the Empire. And then we also now have a wall at the battle arena. We have a section there with a wall, and we have this exact thing put up with the, like, a ward at the bottom, and then we have like a little flag at the bottom, and then we have, or a banner, I should say, a little banner at the bottom, and then a portrait of her over there as well. And in the future, if we continue this practice and we have more heroes of the Empire, then we can kind of line them up over there. But Yuki is the first. And I think this is cool because, you know, Yuki, she's done so well as a member of the council. I mean, she's always been a member of the council. And I feel like in that way, she has managed to accomplish so much. even though she never got to continue her bloodline. She never got a chance, I think, at being pregnant, and she never, ended up having a daughter. Her brother, her twin brother, who could have helped continue the bloodline, he also died unexpectedly. So things abruptly kind of ended with her, but despite that, she did a lot to accomplish things, and, a new way of doing that was being the hero of the Empire. So she is a really badass character. So I'm happy that even though she couldn't continue her lineage, she's still doing all these cool things. You don't have to continue your lineage to be awesome. And actually, on that note, same for Saphira. She, at this point, this is her second term on the council. Her sister served twice. She has served now twice. And I feel like, she's kind of in the same boat as Yuki in that she didn't continue her lineage, but she's still doing a lot of cool things, right? She's still being an awesome vampiress, which is really cool. The only difference is she never wanted children, whereas Yuki did. And unfortunately, she didn't get any. But that is the sacrifice that our vampiresses sometimes have to make for the betterment of the coven and the court, right? That's what they have to do. They only have a certain amount of resources and space in each generation, and depending on their fates, their fortunes, their lucks, whoever gets children gets children. But okay, we've got that. Right, Thel is imprisoned. Now, obviously, the other vampires have been cleared out to make room for this pregnancy. I'm pretty sure... Actually, yeah, all of the kids right now have been... So the princesses, the dragons, the Dravages, they've all been sent to Brindleton Bay, actually. And they're at Castle Narkissa right now with the Salazar, the two Salazar boys, to survive out of the triplets because their brother recently died during the princess's birthday party. Like, their brother and then Major died out in the sun, which is quite unfortunate. But right now, all the girls are over there. And have you told the queen that you are pregnant? Probably should. Probably should tell the queen. She's going to be really, really happy about this. And you are very hungry. You should probably go eat some cake. Just saying. Just saying. Surely we have cake, do we not? Apparently not. Maybe it went bad. How unfortunate. Well, let's go and cook a grand meal. Why not? Let's make a fish dinner. You go cook, you go eat. Even though you could just as well have some potions, but I think a little bit of normalcy right now would be nice for you. A little bit of normalcy will be a treat for Lady Sophia, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's what we have in regards with these ladies. So the children, they're all at Brindleton Bay. They're essentially helping the Salazar boys. Which ones? Ray and Dylan. So right now, yeah, Cody's the one who died. But they are currently staying with Ray and Dylan. They're helping to monitor the area. And I don't think the queen right now feels as though that is too dangerous because they need their children to learn. And now that, two of the sets of twins, they're immortals, I think they feel safer knowing that those girls can guard the younger dragon teens. So that's all fine. So it's like a learning experience for them, I suppose. Another thing, you guys did give feedback on what I mentioned, I think a few episodes back, asking if the younger vampires should be able to serve on the council, and I think you guys kind of agree that it feels a little bit odd for that to be the case because they are still in training, they're still learning. So, oh, this is really bad quality, my goodness. Well, we're just gonna grab a serving because she's hungry, so I don't think she cares that it's poor quality. But yeah, that the younger vampires are still in training, so it doesn't entirely make sense for them to serve in a position as important as that. So I think it will be reserved for the vampires in the Queen's generation. And who else? Now Galaxia, she's at the Shadow Fort because, like I said, Major died, Cody died, and then she also has Duncan Noxar's urn in her inventory. So actually, I am going to head over to Galaxia so we can set up the urns, graves, whatever we need to do for the soldiers at the Shadow Fort, so that, you know, they can get a little bit of peace and not be lugged around in the priestess's pockets. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, it's almost midnight at the Shadow Fort. We are here with Lady Galaxia and Ariel Covenrose. Now, I did say, like, Ariel and then his, you know, cousins, I think his cousins, they were definitely kind of in line to breed with Lady Sophia because they're unrelated at some point. But then we had this whole visitant thing, and then, you know, everyone wanted horned babies. So we found ourselves a Warlock, and we went from there. But in the future, I mean, there aren't exactly going to be any other visitant Warlocks. So definitely we'll come back to Edgar, Douglas, and Ariel for any breeding that needs to be done, should she not produce a daughter. But luckily, even if it's a boy that Sophia has, he is going to have the visitant horns. So, you know, when he grows up, maybe he can be future visitant breeding stock for us. But just looking at the bloodline, yeah, they're unrelated to Sophia in any way, shape, or form. Okay, that aside, the real reason we're here is to put the urns of our dead soldiers to rest. So we actually, I put down these stone tables over here inside the fort, like as soon as you enter, and we already have Dwight Alcandricar's ashes over there, and I don't think I'll separate the alchemists and the vampires. I'll kind of just pop them all in here together. I think that's fine. That is fine. I mean, whether they are alchemist or vampire, they all served. So that completely makes sense to me. Okay, let's just shuffle them over. Nice. Okay, so we have all of those. Or should I have separate tables for... Maybe I should have... You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. So we won't necessarily separate the, like, which room or hallway they're in, but we'll just separate them by tables. So, like, the spellcasters and vampires will have, like, their separate tables, which is fine. So now we have Duncan Noxar, Cody Salazar, and Major Salazar all there together. I think that works out just fine. And what is she doing? Cleaning out spoiled food? Well, honey. Well, honey, that is not necessarily your job. Okay. While she's here, we might as well sneak a peek into the battle arena. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The battle arena needs some fixing for sure. For sure. We have some problematic things going on here, which I unfortunately did not realize beforehand. I mean, what is this? What is this? That, oh my goodness, needs to be fixed so bad. I think that is the result of one of my blunders in the past, like before I got to this section, which is fine, we'll deal with it. And unfortunately, I cannot see our precious Yuki over there. So actually, I'll dive back in here, I'll fix that, and then we can have a look at Yuki before we head off somewhere else. So let me go do that. Oh, don't put the dishes here. No, that doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Okay, since she's here though, I think it will strengthen connection to the spirit world. I'll go do that, and then we'll mourn Duncan, we'll mourn Cody, and we'll mourn Major. And this totally makes sense because it is, like, you know, her job as priestess to be doing stuff like this. So there we go. That makes me happy. They're gonna get some peace. Let me throw these plates, honestly. Throw that in the trash. We don't need that over there, because that's just weird. Now this obviously is gonna make her sad again. We already had some deaths. And who was Cody to you? Cody was your cousin, maybe? Duncan. I don't know why I can't open Duncan's profile. That's a bit silly to me. But she doesn't even, like, I don't even see Ray. No, I see Ray. I don't see Cody over here. That's why she would be sad, right? Because Cody passed away. All major. All major. But, like, they're very far off in their bloodline, so it's not as though they'll be a close relative or anything like that. But we shall let her mourn. There we go. That's just, I mean, she might not necessarily be close enough to be sad about the deaths, but it's just to pay her respects to them. That's what she's doing. She's paying her respects. While Ariel is over here cooking his food. Totally fine. You make your food, you eat. It is so good when you're able to feed yourselves, because sometimes my simmies, they just cannot wrap their head around self-sustenance, you know? And you don't necessarily have... I was going to say, where are my stores of potions? And actually, they've barely made any potions. The potions are supposed to be stored on these carts. Funnily enough, but also, I was thinking of this place. Which, yeah, they have their own little display area for the potions and such. That's fine, though. Okay, she is about to wrap up with Salazar, and then I'm going to fix up the battle arena. We're going to jump back in there, take a look at Yuki, before we move on with the rest of the episode. Okay, thankfully, I have managed to solve this problem, fix it, so now we don't have weird floating things there. And then we have, as I said, a portrait of the beautiful Yuki Noxa, along with a banner of the title that she now holds. So there we go. We have this little wall here to commemorate the various heroes we will no doubt have across the ages, with Yuki being our first. And I mean, like, this is the first time really we've gone to war with any other race, so that completely makes sense. And where did you go? Oh yes, your energy is going to be going down very slowly since it is daytime. But there we go. That is all sorted nice and well. And actually, I never realized that we had this tree here. I wonder if we can get some plasma fruit. I mean, luckily she does have the ability to kind of poof as a bat anywhere she wants. So let's actually see if we can get that. Oh, okay, good. She managed to get something. Now, I never actually realized, like, I always get my viewers to, like, sit over here just because it's convenient. But I actually never realized that if they so choose, they could actually sit back here, that there were seats there. Never crossed my mind, which is quite fascinating. Okay, well, now that we have that portion of everything sorted, we have the grapes put down, we came to take a look at the portraits of our first hero of the Empire. I am thinking we might take Lady Sophia, and I don't know if we managed to make... I don't remember if we made Major the commander or not, but right now we essentially don't have a commander. And not only that, I'm pretty... And the reason why I'm not sure is because I remember saying that if he became a commander, I would move him in with the redhead Ronarines so that they could be at Castle Sheba together, but I never ended up moving him there. He was always at the Glimmerbrook Embassy looking after the spellcaster females, so I am assuming that I never got around to actually making him the commander, which kind of sucks. But essentially, we don't have any. Yeah, she's kind of burning up. Just go in there. But yeah, we don't have anyone to serve as leader under Saphira of the men. And then we don't have anyone at the Glenbrook Embassy, which kind of sucks right now. But that aside, since we are kind of focusing on Sophia in this episode, I wanted to take her back to the Magic Realm. And this time with Xiomara and Serana, who are now teens. Because I feel like it's about time that they became her apprentices. And yeah, I think it'd be cool for her to take both of them on as her apprentices. So I want to take a look at them. So why don't we head over there and check things out. Well, we are in the Magic Realm after many attempts because for some reason the game just kept bumping me back to the like Manage Worlds page, which it does sometimes. Like when you try and go to a different lot or you try and go to the Magic Realm, it keeps loading you back to that page and you just cannot load into a world. So I had to exit the game twice and then load back in, and eventually we got here. But I have gotten Xiomara and Serana to join the Magical Research Society so they can serve as Sophia's apprentices, but also it makes sense that they learn together with the male spellcasters we have. So we are going to start a gathering and hopefully summon them over to this beautiful, beautiful landscape. And then we can say hello. We can meet them, which is kind of the goal. I don't know when they shall decide to appear and join us. Another thing that I have done is, I don't know why I never think of this when I'm building my castles, but I actually put in a portal on the castle lot, so now Sophia has an easier time getting to the Magic Realm. And that was because after the first failed attempt to come to the Magic Realm using the Glimmerstone, I lost the Glimmerstone when I loaded back into the game. So I was like, you know what, let's just pop in a magic portal. So let's say hello to our first spellcaster, our first apprentice. This is Xiomara. She is the older Coven Rose twin. She and her sister are not identical twins, they're fraternal twins. So they look different, but, you know, they have the same eye color and hair color, and skin, of course. But she is the one who is going to be, you know, inheriting Sophia's role in the future. At least that's kind of what we think will happen at this point. So let's talk about Magical Research Society. Yes, why not? While we wait for her sister to appear. And then we can take a look at her sister as well. Okay, Sophia's gonna come over. Well, this guy's like really pretty and pink in the background, and now purple. Where is your sister, by the way? I don't actually know where her sister is. Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Enthused about interests. Why not? We can also do that if you don't want to talk about the Magical Research Society then. And I'm thinking we'll take this time to maybe do a little bit of training with the Coven Rose twins. You know what? Since she's here, might as well get started on her. Let's offer some magical training. And it would be great if her sister could show up, because then we could give her some magical training too. And I don't think Sophia's skills go up when she's giving Xiomara any training. Okay, nice. Serana, the other sister. Okay. Let her do the not time appropriate interaction there. And here we go. This is Serana Coven Rose, the younger twin sister, who also looks gorgeous. Now, she looks more like her father, and I think, yeah, she definitely looks more like her father. You can see her features very much like him, kind of hawkish. Whereas Xiomara looks more like Mirabella. She looks more like their mother, interestingly enough. So, yeah, okay, let's continue doing our training. you do your thing, and then we'll get Sophia to spend some time on Serana as well. And then I do want Sophia... Hold on. We'll offer magical training. And then I do want Sophia herself to see if she can do some magical research and practice like her own spells as well. I feel like that would be quite beneficial for her. So I'll definitely do that. Now where is... Maybe we'll come in here. We'll come in here, we'll search for some tomes, and we'll see if we can guide her a bit more in a direction that is fairly new. For sure. For sure. Actually, instead of this room, is there another room where we have... Yeah, you know what? Why don't we'll come in here to do some research. I feel like normally when we do research, we kind of stick in this area. I mean, it's a pretty area, but we'll try and come into one of the other classes, see if we can find something a little bit different. I'm also curious about how much, like it'd be cool to know how much of this magical experience Xiomara is gaining, because we typically don't have two spellcasters within a single household to check how that works. So I'm not actually sure. Not actually sure. But it's good to see these guys, and this is another reason why I wanted them all in the Magic Research Society together, because, you know, they're going to get to know each other, they're going to interact with each other, which is really cool. And all of these guys are Serana and Xiomara's uncles, because their mother was Ariel's sister. So Edgar and Douglas are their uncles, like cousin uncles, and then Ariel is a direct uncle. So, you know, they have that going on. So it's good for them to have a solid relationship. Probably will help in the future. Okay, Sophia. We've trained Xiomara a little bit. Why don't we give some attention? I mean, I feel like this could go on for ages, but why don't we give some attention now to Serana? And then you can go do some of your own magical training. And actually, I think it would be good... Actually, before she does that, it might be good for her to duel with them. Can we? Okay, never mind. We cannot duel with them because they are teenagers. They like belong into a different... It's like the same thing with the vampiric... Oh geez, wrong room. It's the same thing with the vampiric sparring, I think. Like, only Sims within the same age bracket can duel each other. Unless, like, you're a young adult. So, young adult elders can duel each other, and then teens can duel each other. Pretty sure. We have that, like, age bracket thing going on. But okay, it looks as though she had to closely supervise Xiomara a lot more, whereas Serana is kind of... She's a bit more independent in the way that she's training, just by the looks of, you know, how they've positioned themselves. Yeah, Sophia's kind of doing her own thing, and then probably giving verbal instructions, and Serana, rather than looking and learning, is kind of just listening and experimenting on her own, which is pretty cool. Good on you, Serana. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of look, I think I like the look of Serana a lot more than her sister Xiomara. Who do you guys like better? Which twin? I love this game. Which twin is your favorite out of the two of them? I think I'm kind of partial to Serana a little bit, but she's the younger one, so when the time comes, her sister's gonna be the one to inherit, not her. Unless her sister dies, which definitely isn't gonna be the case, because I do not plan on letting her die. But yeah, Serana is the one who's going to be inheriting, if anything. Okay, well, I'm glad this is going well. You got some training in with both the girls. Unfortunately, because I don't have them in the same household, I cannot even encourage them to duel with each other, otherwise I would totally do it. Instead, I'm just going to send Sophia over. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize how bad her needs were. Oh crap. Oh crap. Okay, let's have a flippin' quick meal. We'll get some instant noodles. Otherwise, she is going to... Seriously, another surprise way that she's gonna croak. Don't want that. Care for self. Do I really have to tell you guys to care for your own selves? I swear, these vampires, they just don't get it. They just don't flippin' get it. Don't even want to drink their potions or feed themselves. It is a little bit mental. Okay, yes, well, fine. I meant to cancel this and just get it to eat, but apparently not. Okay, why don't... Seriously, go eat your noodles as soon as you are done. And then I definitely want you to use the restroom. And then I'm going to get her... Did she find anything in her tomes? I don't know. I don't know if she did. Apparently not. But I want her... Okay, she's not done searching, so actually we'll deal with this first. Seriously, eat your noodles. Go pee. Unless you pee yourself, then you have to go take a shower. And then we'll continue searching for tomes. Actually, that would be kind of risky. Maybe instead of searching for tomes, we have to make some plentiful needs potions, and then we have to call over our vampires, and then we have to get our vampires. Actually, no. I'm just gonna call over the vampires and get them to feed on the spellcasters, because they can totally do that, so I like this idea. I really like this idea. So actually, let's bring our vampiresses over so they can do some hunting. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, we'll leave these guys alone, but look at this! We have prey! I have never thought about this before. They could totally do this. This is like ideal hunting grounds. I've never really thought about this, but this is totally like the best hunting grounds. There's always someone here. Like always. Also, I keep forgetting, but I wonder if this place has sun. Oh my goodness, I've never thought about that. Is this place eternally dark? Does it not have any sun? Because that would just be perfect. That'd be perfect. Really. That means that if they just need food, if they need to hunt, just send them to the flippin' magic realm. Like, we've always got people here, and it's never daylight, and it's just the perfect place to hunt. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I never thought of this before. It is kind of wild. But this is great. This is just great. We don't need the flippin' prey garden at Forgotten Hollow. Just come to the magic realm. Oh my goodness. I feel so silly for never having thought of that. Like, whoa. Okay, you're done. She's eaten. Let's try and search for some more magic tomes. Don't mind the, she's in her second trimester now. Okay, sweet. Her bump has grown a little bit, but she is a very tiny, tiny lady. Very tiny lady. But yeah, don't mind Oriana. And now the queen is going to hunt someone. Let's go inside. Oh, looky, looky! We have someone else to hunt. Oh, delicious. We'll go get the queen to grab herself a drink. Look, your drink is coming right out to you. Oh, this is the best. This is just the best. Yeah, get the queen to drink. Oh, no, 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 no. Fine then, fine. He went off. That's okay. We got plenty of other Sims to drink from. I am sure of it. I mean, preferably I would like to stay off the sages. Let's see who else is going to hang around here. Is there anyone I could pick on? If not, we'll just flip and go for the sages. I'm not too bothered about that. No, I think we might have to go for the sages. Yeah. Oh well, we tried to look for others. We just couldn't find him. Sage. Let's go have a little bit of a drinky drink. Oh wait, look, this guy showed up. Let's drink from him. Okay, here we go. Compel for a deep drink. There we go. Just turn around. Also, the queen is just resistant to the sun. She is... Oh, emotional stability. I wonder if she knows that spell. Yeah, the queen is entirely resistant to the sun. Completely. Oh, jeez. Really? Come on, fine. Go for the sage. Because the sages never leave. So, that's fair game. Drink from the sage. Please. Or someone. So that I can find... Where is she? She's here. Okay, there we go. I feel like the sage drinks would be the yummy ones. But yeah, drink so that I can finally get Sophia to practice something. Study magical tome. Oh, it's a potion. She already knows this potion. Interesting. Well, I'll put that away then, since we don't need it. It's okay. We can imagine that it's probably helping her towards the potion that she's trying to make. Extra research for that, you know? Okay, look, the queen has had a delicious drink, and now we need to get Saphira to do some hunting. So, let's see, who is wandering around here that we can feed from? I swear, someone just walked in that... it's okay, we'll go for this sage. We'll go for this sage. Sages are delicious. Come on, let's go over there, do our own hunting, and then we'll be all fine and well. This is just the perfect hunting ground. I don't know why I never thought of this. Like, people are constantly coming through that portal. Constantly. So you're never out of prey. And you know for sure that nobody else in here is going to be a vampire, because this place only attracts spellcasters, and you can't really be both. So this is amazing. I flippin' love it. Don't mind us while we take our vampires for a drink. Don't mind us at all. Honestly. This is like a private juice academy. And she's getting all fed, and I hope that moodlet goes away because it doesn't make sense. Her thirst is like high. It's fulfilled. She shouldn't, and the queen, they shouldn't be feeling that way, which is so odd. But okay, she had a good drink. Excellent. I'm glad. Not enough to worry about these two buffoons. And I seriously hope Othel doesn't die before, you know. We have to send him back where he came from. But okay, guys. I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.